On the Air, episode 109.
Studios in sunny San Diego, California. On the Air's on the Air. Great to have you along today. It is the Little Tommy Show.
That's right, yeah. Featuring the Tommy Band.
The James Band. Like that?
Wow. That's so cool. Look at it. Give it up for the live audience. The live audience.
Hey. Sully Band, 2 times for the audience. Ready? Now.
Yeah. And then
one more time. 3 times. You try to do it.
Give it up for everyone on the balcony, too. Give it up for the balcony audience. And it's so cool as I look at the audience. I see a couple people I know. Joe Loera. I grew up with that dude. What up, Joe? And that's his
He
friend,
looks way
Jeff.
younger.
And then there's Scott Miller. There's Diane Tuazon from KUSI.
Nice.
And then the people up top in the club, that's Lisa Clifford. I've known her since a long time ago.
Didn't she pick our family for Breaking and Entering Christmas?
The family we did on Breaking and Entering Christmas 2022, it was chosen by Lisa Clifford.
Good stuff.
Yeah,
Well,
give it up for Lisa.
All right. Huge show today.
Yes.
We have the heir apparent to Ryan Seacrest on the air.
Yeah.
We have the biggest show tool in the history of radio. And if you're not
Yes.
familiar with morning radio, morning zoo radio, there's always a tool. And now who's all grown up.
Yeah.
And now he is the host of his own morning show.
And we have a brand new member of the KUSI News team.
And then we have a legacy Hall of Fame radio
Icon.
personality. That
Icon.
If you've been in San Diego for any long time, you'll recognize this name. We'll tell you in a minute. I got from a viewer of the Tommy Show a baseball cap that said, "How do you like this? Could this be the new? Could this be the new one?"
For Sablon. Yes. I like that.
I don't think that's it. I think it's me. Listen, we have some business to attend to. I believe it was 2 shows ago, we celebrated Chloe Drysdale from the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yes.
For the people that are over 50.
I got that.
Oh, the people that are over 55.
I got the joke.
Chloe's 1-year anniversary.
Yes.
Today, we have an entirely different celebration for her. She turns, is it today, Devin? Friday?
Yes.
Yesterday. She turned 21 years old. Oh, my goodness. Hold on.
Chloe.
And as a birthday present, I want to give you a Sully Band album, a Sully Band hat.
Yes.
Yeah, she got that 2 days. She got that 2 weeks ago. And,
Happy birthday.
And I want that hat back. And then, of course, I'm going to tell you what's inside for the rest. Can I say the name of the brand here?
Yeah.
A gift card to Bevmo.
Wow.
No longer is she buying ginger ale from the Bev. Well done.
You know what,
Happy
Chloe?
birthday, Chloe.
$10 goes a long way at Bevmo. $10 goes a long way.
Do you have a birthday song for Chloe? Do we have a Stevie Wonder happy birthday real quick? Come on, Chloe. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Fine. Enough.
This is so cool. Episode 109. 109. Wow.
That's freaking awesome.
I know.
We've been at this for 300 weeks, and we've got 100 episodes in. Perfect.
I think we're on target.
Yeah, I think
But
so.
we got a great show. As a matter of fact, I want to bring out the guests now.
All right, let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, from One More Win and Jesse and Tati in the morning on Star 94.1, Jesse Lozano.
is the intro. That's my permanent intro song.
All right.
Officially, you guys killed that.
How many? Are you at 10? Are you?
I think I'm at 10.
Are you at robe? Are you at robe altitude?
I need my robe with the thing on the back.
Yes.
The robe. He's at robe altitude. Don't
I'm
you
ready.
think?
So what happens when I get the robe? Is that all I wear when I come?
That's
'Cause
it.
I have a lot
Yes.
more
Yeah,
outfits.
That's just weird and creepy.
That is
But yeah.
weird and creepy.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah.
Are you still? So you are, of course, on Star 94.1.
That's
here
right.
in
Every
San
morning,
Diego.
Tati and Shelly.
Are you still doing stuff at Kiss FM up there in LA?
Sure am. I do stuff on the weekends for them, and then when someone takes a vacation, they plug me in. But
By someone, you mean Ryan Seacrest?
yes.
The heir apparent to Ryan Seacrest, ladies and gentlemen. Honest to God. Seriously. That's it.
Thank you.
Would it kill you to mention the Sully band once in a while? I mean, honestly.
No, that's a great plan. And he does a lot of parties. I should have him play one of your parties,
Yes,
one of his
man.
parties or something.
See? Come on.
All right.
So with all
Go
the
to work.
jingle balls, with all the jingle balls and all that stuff
Yeah.
that iHeart does,
Yeah.
so you automatically get to introduce a band or two, right? You're
Sure.
always backstage.
Oh, yeah.
How cool is that?
It never gets old. Sometimes, like every once in a while, I get to bring one of my kids with me on stage to go out and do a thing or whatever. But I gotta say, walking out in front of people to bring up their favorite artist is the easiest audience ever. I could say anything when I get out there, and everyone loves it because they want to see the person behind me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, say whatever you want, and I don't even care, and blah blah blah. And it's like,
woo!
yes, 60,000.
What's the
people,
biggest
but-
name?
What I brought out on stage? or
Yeah.
interviewed?
In your opinion, what's your biggest name?
Probably Britney Spears for her birthday.
That's kinda big.
I rolled her out a birthday cake, and
Wow.
we sung her happy birthday, surprised her in the middle of her set, and that was probably the biggest one.
Wow.
We have to sometimes tell the kids, though, nowadays who Britney Spears is, because I'm learning.
That's
I'm
classic.
learning.
That's classic rock.
That's right. We're a little old for the Britney audience now. So
And of course, you interviewed Tom Cruise
that's right.
last time in,
yeah.
in a flight suit that I provided for you.
That you
I can't believe you
inspired.
actually wore it.
Dude, I'll do anything you say.
I know you will.
You know what I'm saying? Like I will follow your lead. But yeah, I mean, he loved it. If anyone remembers that clip,
No,
that
I
was
do.
The,
It was
the first
fantastic.
thing that he said was, "Look at the suit, bro."
Yeah, bringing it large. That was good. Was he plastic or was he real?
You know what? He's so famous that it's very weird when he's standing in front of you. You do feel like he's like a statue or he's not a
Yeah,
real person.
that's
It's
gotta be
very
strange.
interesting. But he does. He's in the center of this nucleus of human beings. You know,
Yeah.
he's got.
Oh yeah,
this,
he's
like-
got an entourage.
Oh, it's crazy when you bump into him.
Yeah.
For sure.
When's the last time he went to the front of a hotel? Imagine that. I'd like to check in. Name's Cruz.
Yeah. Can I?
Can I use your credit card?
Yeah, please.
That's not happening.
No.
All right, what do we got?
All right, we
Let's
got
keep
more
going.
guests.
Let's go. We got another guest.
She is the newest member of KUSI's Good Evening San Diego, born and raised in Huntington Beach, Lindsay Fukano.
Wow.
Wow.
Lindsay.
Thank you.
Very impressive.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice to meet
Thank
you.
you. I should keep
Wow.
my day job.
What is that?
These are poi balls in a sock.
Pretty cool.
Originally from Huntington Beach, but I think before KUSI you were in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
How is that being on the air in Hawaii?
Good. It was beautiful. You know, it was
right.
a beautiful place to be. Half Japanese, so I fit the assimilation bill. Yeah, so it was good. It was a good experience. It's different doing the news there, though. It's not like a typical
Really?
mainland newscast. No, it's
Very local, probably.
very, very local.
Like
Very
what's different about it from being in San Diego?
Well, I would say the words like Kalanianaole Highway,
Wow.
Kinkamehameha, like just, yeah. So to like kind of learn a new, yeah. No, but
Because they'll email you if you got one wrong. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's how you know that someo's brand new to San Diego on the radio because they always say La Jala and Jamacha Road.
Oh, right,
Jamacha,
yeah.
is it Jamacha Road?
La
that's
Jala,
the
yeah.
tell every single time.
Yeah, that's true.
How did you get your start in TV?
Oh, that's Price is Right. I was on the that was
Wait, what do you mean?
Were you a contestant or were you
That was
it was like one of the crazy people that was
that one that got to go up and do the showcase and all of
Yes, yeah.
Did you have the balls with you?
I didn't.
Wait,
but
so do you send that tape was like your audition tape to become a
I
personality?
So I dropped my reel there. Like it was for doing
Really?
grad school, like broadcasting stuff, and then I kind of just acted like I was mentally insane. They kind of pre-screened the audience.
Oh, by the way, here's my sizzle reel.
Yeah. And then I did that.
I'd like to be a reporter.
And then I was kind of like all the other ladies in the classroom go, I want to be a reporter when I grow up. And then I was like, I want to be a reporter. And I started hissing at people. And then
Really?
Like,
Well, it is
can
a
you
competitive
hit-
video.
Can you
Good
hiss
work.
it?
Good
Can you
work.
hiss-
I
That's
appreciate
how Jesse got on radio.
That's exactly right.
Can you hiss it, Jesse? Hiss it, Jesse?
Okay, all right, you can have it. I don't want to work there anyways.
It's that Hawaiian
you can have
hiss.
these.
Oh,
have these.
I can have the pelotas. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Should get
All right,
those.
we got more guests.
I think we should get these off the
Okay,
stage.
Maybe that could be removed. Yeah.
Nothing good could come of that.
Are we editing that out? Or okay, all right.
Yeah. So far, the entire week, start over the show.
Let's bring out the next guest from the KGB Morning Show, the newest member. He's also from Motorcycle Monkey, Clint August.
Clint August.
I feel so slighted and just normal because he comes out dancing. She comes out with her little bocce balls.
Yeah.
And I come out just going, "Ah, how you doing?"
Well, first of all, congratulations.
Wow.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
The classic rock station on a huge antenna here in San Diego that travels all the way up to Santa Barbara and as far east to Yuma. KGB, the classic rock channel, and you are the morning show now.
Newest member.
You get what you pay for. Yeah. I am the #1 DJ in my price range.
The long,
Nice. That's good.
it's a long,
Impressive.
long climb to the middle.
What's the official name? What's the official name of the show?
Mediocrity.
It is. It's KGB Mornings with Sarah, Bauer, and Clint, and then Big Rich is in for the sports reports
Yeah.
and the 9 o'clock hour. It's a lot of fun.
I gotta
You
say,
have Rich Orenberger. He's the worst. He's so good looking, and it distracts everyone in the room, and I get tired of him
The
sometimes.
blue eyes,
Golly.
big muscles.
Yes.
Yeah, I hate him.
you guys want to?
No, he's amazing. He's an awesome dude.
Well, how does it feel coming after a legacy show?
That's a tough deal.
It's funny. I talked to Dave Rickards and asked him a couple of months before. I said, "Hey, you know I'm going for the morning show, right?" He says, "No, I did not." And I said, "I hope I get your blessing." He goes, "Well, since you asked," he goes, "I actually suggested that you be the next guy in there." He goes, "I thought you would do very well." I was so honored because
Sure.
no bigger legend, or one of the biggest legends in radio history, I would say, is Dave Rickards and Chainsaw. And to have the attaboy from them is just, it's pretty surreal.
Thought bubble and me, Jesse, and Tommy's thing. Thanks, Clint.
I said one of. I changed what I was.
Co-signed, and we're good.
I have to admit, the show sounds really good. And,
thank you.
well, because look, we were used to a show, and it was a predictable show, which is why we loved it, because it had the same bits, had some really great interviews. We knew Dave's personality, we knew Sarah's personality, we knew Chainsaw's personality. I woke up this morning thinking, meanwhile, in the National Band. And we're never going to hear that again unless we go online.
I used to sit in the studio for the cross breaks when I used to do the 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. shift when DSC
Right.
came back to KGB. I
Exactly.
was so stoked to be part of that.
Yeah.
So I would go in for their last break before my show started.
Called the crossover, man.
There it is.
Yeah.
And Chainsaw would laugh after his sports report because he'd be sitting over here through the glass and I'm over here in the guest chair watching.
You're cracking up.
Well, not only am I cracking up, I'm mouthing everything he's saying, the national.
Yeah.
And then I'd wait till the thing was over and I'd go, skip all association. So it was just, everybody knows it. It's phenomenal.
So what has it been like? Because there was going to be trolls, as there always are, when there's a turnover, saying, bring back DSC. Well,
I've been emailing him.
Other than Tommy, it's been pretty positive.
yeah. But it sounds like you have active callers. Sounds like a regular morning show. I mean, it didn't take long.
So I think it's been a natural fit because of the friendship with Sarah and Bauer years prior.
Yeah.
They really are good friends. And Sarah is the nucleus behind all of this.
Yeah.
I mean, Bauer is as well, but she's the one that, when Dave and Shane retired, she goes, hey, let's do some air checks. Let's try to make this happen. And I said, I'll try. I didn't even thought about it. And I thought there's no way I'm getting this position at all.
Yeah.
But I'll try. And so we did a few air checks. Shauna, our boss, she said, hey, try it like this. Do something different here and there. And it really helped. And next thing you know, they start meeting the managers and they start talking. And it goes from my thought of 1% chance to a 10% chance
Wow.
to a 50% chance, back down to a 10%. And then finally it was, hey, you got it. I was like, oh my God, like this is just
I love how
so...
like the grand prize is like, you get this great job and you get to wake up at 3:30 a.m.
Yes.
Hey!
That's the part that's, oh man.
Brutal, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hated that. Can I have a question? Do you guys know my co-anchor in Hawaii? He was on the radio for like 30 years there. Do you guys know DJ Maleko?
I know exactly who that is.
Sure.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah? Okay.
Yes, and you're right.
He's a cool
Absolutely
dude.
legendary. My co-host Tati has brought him up a couple
Really?
of times. She's from Hawaii as
What
well.
was
Okay.
what's the famous duo in Hawaii? Something in Parker and Price? Something,
Yep.
something,
Yep.
Is it Parker and Price?
That was it.
Isn't it?
That was it,
And
yeah.
you guys broadcast. I remember when I remember KSDO.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I started on KSDO, which is now I don't even know what it does now. But I went on vacation once, and of course you go on vacation. He says, well, you can just get up early there. So I was in the Dole Pineapple Factory,
Oh, okay.
where the at the time it was Clear Channel, had their studios there. And I was doing a morning show for San Diego, and Parker and Price were across, and they were like the Hudson and Bauer of Hawaii. They're insanely popular, sort of like a Jeff and Jer, honestly. It was one of those audiences that there were throngs of Hawaiians standing outside the Dole Factory. Wow. I was thinking, hey, thanks, everybody.
We want that here. We want that here.
Yeah, we do.
Gatherings outside
No,
the studio.
but it was significant. The fan base there in Hawaii was really rabid. It was unbelievable.
Very
And speaking of one
yeah.
of those iconic, we're going to do
I
something
think we
momentarily.
should bring him out right now.
All right, let's do it quick.
All right, ladies and
run 'em.
gentlemen, please get on your feet. Jesse,
this is standing
Lindsay,
ovation time?
Clint, get on your feet. Ladies and gentlemen, he's a legend. He's an icon. From Hudson and Bauer, Joe Bauer.
Wow.
He's throwing out Sully band
Joe.
bracelets.
Now the
Have a seat, Joe.
theme of this show is everybody showing up Clint. That was great. What a great intro.
That's right?
I have some for everybody. Don't get excited.
Joe Bauer, thank you very much for being here.
Okay.
You know what? I want to say this, but I remember right before the Jeff and Jerry show started in 1988, May 3rd, 1988, we had a meeting with our consultants, and they said, hey, if you guys want to make it here in San Diego, if you guys want this to be your place to be on the air, you got to beat Hudson and Bauer, and you got to beat Ted Leitner. And
What about you had to beat him?
because you guys were on top.
We were.
Yes.
Yeah,
I just dropped
morning
my
show
cane.
guy. Who
No,
cares?
I had no idea. Honest to God, when it was all over and somebody said, you know what they were billing on your show? I found out they were billing $20 million on our show in, I forget.
90s.
But it was in 19-something.
Yeah.
You know, it was last century, anyway. And I said, we were getting $50,000
Well, when you
a
put
year.
it that way,
What?
when you put it that way,
Well,
it really was the last century, wasn't it?
I don't remember. I don't relate to this century. I mean, everything that happened in my life was before 2000.
Y2K killed it all.
And you were great. And I think the reason why I got into radio, perhaps Jesse and Clint, was because of Mac and Joe. So God bless you.
Wow.
And Sully.
Thanks, Bill. Who was a
Mention me
sidekick?
first, Sully.
I know we did. Like I said, 67% of the Hank and Bauer. Hudson
Hank and Bauer.
Sorry.
Thanks a lot, Sully. I'll remember your name from now on, too.
Hudson and Bauer. To my defense, is there not a Hank Bauer in this town?
There is a
Thank
Hank.
you.
There is.
And wasn't he on the radio?
And maybe has he been on the show?
No.
Not yet. Not
He's
yet.
my older bald brother.
After the break, we have questions for Jesse, Lindsay, Clint, and Mr. Joe Bauer.
All right, on the air is on the air. Jesse Lozano, Lindsey Fukano, Clint August, and Joe. Don't call me Hank. Bauer, legend. I said don't call me Hank.
Hey, I got a question for Mr. Bauer.
Well, speak
So,
up.
Monday, March 10th, 1975 was your very first day on the radio here in San Diego.
That is correct.
And you were with a legend named Mac Hudson,
Mm-hmm.
who was also a legend in Houston for decades.
Yes.
I mean, he was like a boss jock.
Yes.
How did you guys come to be in San Diego?
He was doing an afternoon. No, I was doing an afternoon show. It runs together. He was doing a morning show at another radio station.
In Houston.
Yes, and he used to listen to my show, unbeknownst to me, because nobody ever told me. And he got an offer to go to San Diego, and his partner didn't want to go, wouldn't go. So he called me, and he said, and this is actually how it happened. He said, "Hi, this is Mac Hudson. You want to go to San Diego and do a two-man morning show for more money?" I said, "Yes." "Who is this?"
In that order.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. And then we talked a little while longer, and on the phone, and he says, "Well, I'll call you." I said, "Okay." I said, wait. Who is this again? I didn't know. All I know is I'm going to San Diego, man. I'm getting out of Houston.
All you heard is two words: more money.
Yep. Yeah. That was San Diego. Was the key.
Yeah, sure.
And because I had worked in before Houston, I was working in Dover, New Jersey, Catskill, New York.
Wow.
And then Houston, Texas, and then we finally got here.
How did you break in? Because breaking in was different.
Well, if you have a glass cutter,
yeah.
that's the key right off
Wait
the
a
bat.
minute. So 1975, you walk into KFMB, and
There he was.
you must have had long feathered hair and bell bottoms, right? I mean, is that, or a leisure suit?
Oh, I had a leisure suit. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, they made us we didn't have anything to wear, so they got us leisure suits. Hudson's was maroon, mine was yellow.
Nice.
I
think they called it goldenrod.
I was betting.
In the back of the Parade magazine, jumpsuit.
That's right.
You had aquamarine and goldenrod were the colors. Yeah.
Well, decades later, you're an icon, and names like Mark Larson, Dave Sniff, Ted Leitner, they had a great career because they started with you.
Oh wow! Don't tell them that. But I like icon.
Yeah.
That's a lot better than legend. Legend means you're old.
No, icon.
I'm only 78.
You're an icon.
Oh, Lindsay! I met Lindsay back in the green room. Do you miss me?
I did. I did.
But I
I
haven't,
did.
and I also
Same
I
Joe
really did.
Bauer.
I did.
Same Joe Bauer as 1976.
Thinking about you when I was doing the glow stick.
I thought you were.
Okay. Okay.
I want to
I could
ask.
feel it.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Good.
I want to ask Lindsay a question. Lindsay, you've been a success in your life actually since the day you were born.
Oh.
Can you tell us about the day you were born?
Sure. So I was born a little wonky. I came out of my mom's chute with a disability called amniotic band syndrome, where it's my left leg got caught in her womb, wrapped around some of the bands that hold up the womb, and so it was kind of an anomaly that I came to be, because doctors didn't really think that I would walk or talk, so I had a kind of like a mild autism thing where I had just nervous around people, and I still am the same way. So.
Well, the doctor certainly didn't think you would dance the way you did.
No, I know. Yeah, I know. So it's weird. Yeah, they were wrong.
Yeah, I mean, now you're on KUSI News.
Yeah.
You're an anchor, you're a reporter. And we need to get a hold of that doctor and go, ha.
Right. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I love being a journalist, just to kind of inspire other. I guess I have a lot of empathy for those that feel different, and I always had felt very different.
Do you like being behind the desk versus being out in the field better, or does it matter?
I like telling good stories, so as long as it's and meeting people too. I also like being behind the desk too. So
Because behind the desk sometimes is there's these wires that go on the wall, and there's the crew, as lovely as they are. Talking about my career, but sometimes it's kind of antiseptic. Like it's the same people, and it's just like radio. You're in a dark room. It sounds a lot more cool listening to it than being inside that dark room. I can tell you that.
Right, it is. It does get a little monotonous, I'd say, and that I think I do have social anxiety when I deal with humans, but I'm used to cameras, so I'm okay with talking to a machine.
There's a camera over here.
Love that.
Yeah, there's 11 cameras in here, by the way.
That's all right.
We got 2 bar
But there's
cams.
a lot of people.
Yeah.
But I'm really loving the show.
All right, good.
Good times.
Thanks.
Now,
Yeah.
Jesse and Clint, you guys give back to the community more than anyone in radio, I believe.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
What do you have going on with One More Win?
So we just made a donation to Chula Vista High School. We did a little over $10,000 in. We did brand new shoulder pads for their entire football team, practice
Spartans.
jerseys. That's right, the Spartans. They're definitely the rival to your high school, Castle Park. I
Both of
remember.
my parents went to Chula Vista High School.
Oh no, yeah, okay. So that's that. Yeah, there's a lot of heritage there, and so we just dropped off a big donation to them a couple weeks ago. The supply chain hurt us a little bit. We wanted it before their football season in the fall. It took almost 6 months to get that stuff. So now we're on to raising money at our our first comedy showcase happening at the Grand Comedy Club Escondido.
Wow.
Mal Hall, Luis Garcia, a couple other comedians are going to join
There's
us.
a little flyer there.
Yeah, we'll see you guys on March 9th. It'll be a Thursday night, and it'll be a fun night to raise some money. And all the dough that we raise goes back to One More Win. That's our charity that helps high school athletics here in San Diego.
And I always say this about Clint August. There isn't anyone on the radio right now that cares more about the military than you.
Here.
And we owe them a lot, their families, and thank God for them. And yeah, we have something coming up called the Vietnam Vet Chapter Appreciation Ride. It is the 6th annual, I believe. That is going to be Saturday, February 18th. It's going to meet at Coffee Corner in Santee, take a nice ride with Clark Lisk and the crew from the chapter, and come back to Motorcycle Monkey, where the after party's happening with all kinds of prizes and food and music, and it's all for their chapter. What's great about them is here they are, the heroes to this country, and yet they're raising money to help other people with the money. So they just give and give and give.
Motorcycle Monkey is your coffee shop.
Yes, sir.
When you dipped your toe into entrepreneurship,
Yeah,
I remember the phone calls.
absolutely.
What would they say? What do I do? Or
Hey,
can I
dude,
have some
That's
money?
the phone call.
Hey, what do I do?
Both, okay.
I've made a commitment. What am I going to do? No, you've done fantastic with that business.
Oh.
And that business has turned from a side hustle to a real business. How does that feel?
Like $75 a month. I'm doing really well.
Well, tell them the truth. It's
Better
the
than
best,
better than 40% of businesses in the United States.
but isn't the truth? It's the best way to keep an eye on your son.
So it is. Both my boys started working there, and I knew where they'd be every Saturday morning.
You got the cameras in there, and you're watching the whole deal.
I'm with them. I'm there. So he goes to college. Now that one's up there, but my younger son, Gavin, he knows every Saturday morning.
It's a good call.
7 o'clock to about 11:30. Be
We
there.
have good kids. I invited my daughter Savannah to be a part of radio, and she was like, "Yuck, who listens to the radio?" I was like, "Ew." Okay.
Radio's bigger than ever. It just looks different now.
I know. That's exactly it. She's like, "I'll
Very
just do
true.
3 dances
Very
on my
true.
TikTok in the 4-hour show you're gonna do." And,
I have a question to Mr. Joe Bauer. After the break, there's a restaurant that opened decades ago, and I believe you were part of that. And I'm going to ask you
Don't
about
tell them.
Trophies.
trophies.
great tease.
All right, nice well. Give it up for the Sully Band.
Yeah.
Can you give me a blam? I like that.
Hey, there's someone in the audience that asked, hey, ask Sully to tell us the history of the Sully Band. When did you guys start? I don't
Well,
even know.
Tommy, let me bring you back to a gentler time. The year was 1993, and a very chubby Bobby Sullivan, ignoring the kids in the other classrooms of Curie Elementary School, met a James East. No, that's not what happened at all.
No.
This band started as a gospel worship band in a big, big church in Carmel Valley called Grace Point. And then we were asked to do stuff at the Rock Church. And suddenly you had this band, of course, James East.
Yeah.
3 Grammys, 4 Tonys. A restraining order and an expired Costco card.
I got the Costco card.
You've
Oh,
got
you did. Okay.
You got Brian Jordan, of course, who's been in and out of the band. He played with Lauryn Hill, Dave Matthews, James Brown and more. Of course, Trip Sprague up there with Kenny Loggins and Steve Dillard with Leonard Skinner, the Righteous Brothers.
And then there's Tomoka.
Who's
Tomoka
currently on
Jarvis.
tour with Andy Grammer.
And I think I'd like to introduce April Leslie
'Cause
because
you introduced-
I discovered her.
Well, the reason we have these two ladies because of you. How many years has it been? It's been 2 years now? April Leslie from Michael Bolton Band.
Oh, wow.
Trace Hodges, the original drummer.
For the Beatles.
No, just the original drummer, since the beginning of time. Mark Hattersley, you've heard him play at Standing
He's the
Apart.
best.
Great composer. He's got Bohemian Records. And from the island of Lemon Grove, via Panama, Nacho Sobers.
Yes.
We started as a gospel thing, and what we do is we take songs, regular secular songs, and we turn them into the gospel song thing. Are you ready for a miracle? Yeah, that's
Really? Like almost like not like a parody, but like
yeah.
you'll
Well, there was those that
reimagine
thought it was a parody.
Oh.
And I truly mean this. I believe the Sully Band is the best live band I've seen.
Yeah.
Did you mean because it's the best live band?
Oh, this is amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
But then we went out and played. Trip, you probably remember this, and Mark remember this. Wasn't it Jimmy something's downtown San Diego was our first?
Jimmy O's.
Jimmy O's. And then we started playing Humphrey's Backstreet. And then what we did is we got this idea, we should be a bar band. So we played at the Kraken.
Wow, on Tuesday night, Kraken in Carlsbad?
Yeah, so we were there literally 2 weekends a month. And then it got really popular, and then the police came.
And then a biker bar?
Well, yeah, no, I made a lot
Well,
of
it's
bad
kind
decisions there.
of like Biker in the back, Carmel Valley Mom Babe in the front. Kind of the two sort of thing. And we got really popular there, and Belly Up gave us a shot, and I will never be more grateful than to Chris Goldsmith and Chad from the Belly Up, Steve Goldberg, Steve Berkovitz.
You guys played Mayride. They played charity events and stuff. And
But that's the story.
Wow.
Shall I go on? Okay.
If you guys play for a couple more decades and are a success, you may be in
The Radio Hall of Fame. Now, there it goes.
There it is.
Jared Coleman, our director, who you'll see back here, is about to hold up his Emmy Award for On the Air. So I got a participation trophy and a blue ribbon from Boy Scouts in University City.
But I want to talk to Mr. Joe Bauer.
I have a $20 bill.
Mr. Bauer.
My daughter gave it to me today.
Mr. Bauer. So I remember.
One of my daughters is in the audience.
Amy,
here.
give it up for Amy.
Amy!
Hey,
Famous Samer.
but I'll always remember, I was a kid listening to you guys, and I always remember people were saying, hey, Raleigh Fingers, Joe Bauer, and a couple of other icons in San Diego, they're getting together, putting their money and buying a restaurant. And I thought that was the coolest thing, that radio dudes were buying a restaurant. Can you tell us about that?
No. No, there's not much to tell. We didn't really get together. We were asked to invest.
Okay.
And they wanted to, excuse me, because
Are you stuck?
Amy said, take your jacket off. And it was getting warm. It was so cold in here when I got in here.
Well,
But you warm personalities really warmed me up a bit. So, so we all had to put in money. And then the trouble is I was the only one that was there. I was there most of the time. Because
so you were in a bar most of the time, is that what you're telling me?
they had liquor.
Okay. Just clearing that up.
Yeah, that's right. And they had beer.
Yeah.
And wine.
Oh, I remember. I was there with you.
Food too. So people would come in and say hello, and they'd want a free drink. So you can't just have. I had to pay to get in here myself. So, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Trophies were a lot of fun. We had, it really was trophies.
Yeah.
There were a lot of
Trophies.
artifacts from not just the local, but a lot of the locals.
Who here has done a live remote at Trophies?
I've been for promotion, but
Yeah,
not
right.
live remote.
I mean, Trophies was that place.
Well, I'll tell you, when I first started working in the radio in the building there in Mission Valley, there was a time every afternoon at about 5 when a limousine would show up to pick up Hacksaw, and take him to trophies. This was a daily
I
thing.
want to talk sports with you.
And when I'm like driving the van around organizing CDs, that was the high water mark. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm working for. I need to get to the point in my career where the limo's picking me up at 5 and taking me to trophies every afternoon.
Yeah.
And I got my own table. I mean, like
That's the bar.
It's like a legendary place. But yes, that's. I mean, that was.
Well, you got to get a better. You got to get. You know, how do you like the hair?
Yeah.
He always had that bowl cut.
Lee was here about a month
still
ago. He's got
around.
the same hair.
Yeah.
Sounds the
I'm
same.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'll always remember, I think it was March. It was March of 1990. The show I was on, Jeff and Jer started day one at B100. Then I'll always remember they had a reception for us. But in the back room was a bigger reception. And I remember looking over there, and there was Mac and Joe Bauer holding up shirts that said 15 years.
Wow.
And it was just an incredible thing. And I said to myself, wow, 15 years,
How long,
Seems
were you,
like-
how long were you guys on air?
28.
Seems like only yesterday.
Yeah.
With another 50 years.
How long were you guys on air total?
Not long enough.
Yeah, that's for
Actually,
sure.
because
It's true.
that was terrible. Well, Mac died in '97.
Yeah.
Suddenly, and and I went on for a couple more years, so close to 25.
Yeah. That's
Joe,
it.
you lucked out because now there's so much social media. It's like a whole added thing to the radio show, and it really is not the same. It makes it
That
harder.
sounds like a complaint.
It makes it harder. I'm just.
Well, do you know the listeners already think that you show up at 6 and leave at 10? And that's it.
That's yeah.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Right?
I do now.
By the way, bosses are watching. He complained. I did not.
That's right. That's right.
I did not.
I'm the complainer. That's okay for the contract year.
On the air, on the air. We'll see you in a minute. I can't get enough of that. I cannot get enough of him playing guitar. Nice. Brian Jordan on guitar, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Dude,
You know, Brian,
we should start paying him.
Brian, I also play guitar. If I have time, I can maybe teach you the beginning of Stairway to Heaven one day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do that.
Oh, Tommy, I'd love to hear that.
Yeah.
Buddy. Hey, but I do have a game to play.
All right.
I want to play a game between Jesse and Clint.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's play Battle of the Bits.
Oh, wait a second. That was totally my idea. You totally snaked me.
Jared, then I'll play with you too.
That's all right.
Jared, the director, please put 20 seconds on the clock.
Wow. Okay.
Jesse Lozano,
Yes, sir.
your microphone is about to go on, and you have to go on the radio. What's your favorite bit to go to?
Oh my gosh, favorite bit to go to is how I can't stand it when people use those battle ropes at the gym because who needs 35 feet at the gym? I find it to be selfish and self-serving. It's the same people that buy fajitas. They just want all the attention in the world. Hi everyone, I'm here, I'm having a dinner. Let's be loud. Oh my God. That's probably
Same guy.
There it is.
Yes,
Same guy that orders a mojito.
the same guy orders a mojito and the same couple that has the two-child stroller at Disneyland. Very, very,
There you go.
very.
Did you get it all out?
Oh, I'm all out. I'm
Want
That's
some more?
Jesse Lozano.
I'll give you some more runway if you got some more.
Jared Coleman, please put 20 seconds on the clock. Clint August, your microphone is about to go on. What's your favorite bit?
1015 KGB today, we're going to talk about neighbors who really piss you off. Neighbors who park halfway into your driveway.
Oh.
The ones who leave stuff over the fence. They tell you what to do. They're nosy. They think they have the right to actually be involved in your business. And we're taking your calls right now and your emails. KGBmornings at 101kgb.com.
Wow.
There you go.
Jared Coleman, the director, please put 20 seconds on the clock. Sully, what is your bit?
Blood, pus, or money.
There you
Blood,
go.
money.
No, anchor, banker, or flanker. I'm going to say a name. You have to tell me if they were a news anchor, a banker, or a wide receiver.
Okay.
Walker Gillette. Anchor, banker, or flanker.
All three.
Yes, exactly.
That guy was something else.
Ex-San Diego Charger across from Bambi, Lance Allworth, Walker Gillette, who was a
He's
news
one of my
anchor.
partners at Trophies.
Who was a news anchor,
Yeah.
and he was an investment banker, and he was a flanker. You're right. Anchor, banker, flanker. Okay,
Nice job.
Joe's
So
turn.
Joe Bauer.
Very good.
Joe, out of all those years, because
Wait, I'm just
You're
kind of
marinating.
soaking up the glory here. I got that sort of. I had no idea what I was talking about.
You guys were the first morning show I remember listening to.
Hurry up, Tommy.
I remember listening to you guys, and you guys did voices.
Oh yeah.
I mean, how did that start? Because, Mac was a boss jock, so he was introing, hits and records, and then he comes to San Diego with you, and all of a sudden you're doing voices and characters. How did that start?
Well, he listened to the show I had in Houston. So, and I used to parody all the people that were on TV and radio in Houston and national, because we did a lot of political satire and did a lot of voices. I did a lot of voices. It's all in the ear. Ow.
Mother, I think you've been having an out-of-body experience again.
I was having an out-of-mind experience.
Don't do that. Don't hit yourself in the ear. But
Is that a safety tip or part of the story?
I don't know. You see, that's what Mac was excellent at, leading me, because I had no idea where I was going. And so he would know when to cut things off, because we get to a certain point, it was over. And I'd say, was that over? She'd say, yes. She'd say, yeah, you hit a punchline. I said, oh, good for me. Anyway, I don't know, he would start sometimes, I didn't know, he would say, Mother Butterbreast.
Yes.
I go, oh, yes. And I had no idea. He said, didn't you used to date? Oh, yes, I dated him. I can't do that so much.
You're doing it pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, I dated him for 15 years before I knew he was alive.
Whoa,
Whatever.
that was good.
See, there's not.
I don't know. Those are the things that I don't know what's coming out. He said, you know what? It goes by these eyes so fast back in there, I don't get a chance to read it. And it just comes out.
Lindsay, have you ever been, assigned a report or, to go out on the field and say, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here doing this? Is there an assignment?
Yeah, I started off in Wyoming, and there were a lot of times there were slow news days. We have sound bites that you go to during newscasts and people giving their spiel. I was an MMJ, which means I shot and edited my own reports, and I would
One-man band.
one-man banding, and I would reuse a lot of the same interviews over and over again, and no one ever knows.
Yeah.
I've never done that ever since Wyoming.
No.
So just so you know.
No, that's great.
What were the call signals in Wyoming?
KCWY, NBC.
Did you guys ever work for, Opelika, Alabama, or Jackson, Tennessee? Ever do overnights and?
Oh yeah, all those crazy places.
Yeah.
Roanoke. I was on that station for like 6 months before I said it correctly, and I actually got an email from the one human being in that giant building that was left that said, "Look, I'm doing a million things for 5 different stations, but I got to tell you, you're saying the city really wrong."
What'd you
How would
say?
you say it?
Roanoke. It was like B96. Roanoke is number one
Like
for
the
music or
Italian
whatever.
potato pasta?
Yeah, I don't. It is. What is that? Is that a dish? What is a
It's
Roanoke?
a dish.
It is.
Gnocchi. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that, but yeah, that's.
Where'd you start, Clint?
San Diego, man. San Diego. I mean, I've done some that are piped into other places.
You started out with Chris Cantori, right? 91X?
Sure did. Well, 933 with Cha Cha and Chris Cantori. But yeah, 91X back in the day, 98 to late 2004, almost 7 years.
You got to think about what stuff you did on that show.
Oh, yeah.
As there's a thing in radio called a show tool, right?
Or the
Abramowitz
whipping
was
boy,
my
or like the stunt guy, right?
stunt
all
guy.
of it, yeah.
Yes.
Danger Boy.
Russ T. Nails was my stunt guy. I want to talk just a little bit about maybe the worst thing you had to do. I remember what it was.
Hey, after the break, can you perform a song?
Yes, I can perform 2 songs.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'll do 5.
All right.
All right.
On the air is on the air. Thanks for coming in, everybody. We got much more to come. We're back on the air. What a show.
Live audience. Give it up for the live audience.
Jesse Lozano. Joe Bauer. Lindsey Fukano. Clint August.
Dave Band.
Do that again. Do that little horn lick again. Can you do that horn lick again? That was really cool. Like right before we start. Come on, horn lick. Come on.
Yeah.
When I walk into a grocery store, I want that. It's like, hey,
I'm here. You gotta go.
where's the Gino's Pizza Rolls?
That's right.
But seriously,
Pizza rolls.
give it up for the live audience once again. Live audience. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy that my friend that I've known since 7th grade, Joe Loera, is here. Give it up for Joe.
What's up, Joe?
Jeff Ewart, Scott Miller, and Lisa Clifford. Lisa Clifford.
Tommy, I know somebody in the audience. I
Who?
just noticed he was here. Matt, right over there. He's sitting in the back.
Oh, you mean the manager for Jason Mraz?
Yes.
That's him.
Yes.
And of course, next to him, Rick DeVoe,
All
who
right.
founded Blink 182 and is now the Sully Band manager.
Hey.
We are very famous. Real quickly.
And Diane Chu is on from KUSI.
Well, that's right. There you go. All right. Before we get out of here,
Yeah.
one more time, what's the website?
Oh,
to,
onemorewin.org. Nominate your high school for a donation. It does not matter what you guys need. Just be very specific about what your program needs and nominate it. And we do 3 donations a year. Onemorewin.org. And check out Jesse and Tati on Star 94.1 Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10.
And happy belated birthday to Shelley Brown.
Producer Shelley Brown, who's
yes.
celebrating tonight her birthday party. It'll be in a nameless location.
Yeah, but we'll know
this
because she'll
place is
post it
gonna
by
pop
4
off.
p.m.
That's correct.
So it'll be fun.
Lindsay Fukano from KUSI's Good Evening San Diego. Thank you very much for coming here today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. It's an honor.
You're great.
It's an honor.
You had an interesting observation about a guest. What were you saying?
I did. Mr. Bauer, you look like Sean Penn. Has anyone ever told you that before?
What could go wrong now?
Who's Sean Penn? No.
Okay, well,
I wonder
I
the
mean,
name of Penn.
it's,
have
I
ever
think it's
been
a
identified.
compliment.
No, Spicoli.
Compliment, you know.
Oh, no, I take everything as a compliment. Kidding?
No matter what.
Hold on, before we get to Clint, what would it take to get you back on the air again?
Money? No.
Asked and answered.
No,
You
just
need to be back on the air.
somebody should just say,
Bauer and Sully.
okay, I would love to be back.
I think we should.
I never wanted to leave. I didn't retire. I got retired.
Yeah.
And I didn't know I was retired until I couldn't find a job. After 6 months, I said, I must be
Retired.
But on behalf of people that grew up listening to you, thank you very much for all that Mac Hudson and Joe Bauer did.
Last but not least, our very favorite show tool that's climbed the ladder of success to his own morning show on the classic KGB
so
1015. In response to your military support, there's a product that you showed me.
There is. Oh, it's not in my
We
pocket.
stole it from you.
You did. It is Bulkhead Energy.
Bulkhead Energy.
Yeah, 5 different flavors. I carried it at Motorcycle Monkey, but that is not why I'm mentioning it. I am mentioning it because they are military owned and operated. Adam and the crew,
There's the
they
graphic
are
right there.
absolutely phenomenal human beings, and it is a great product.
Fuel for heroes.
All right, yeah, I like it.
Right? Oh, you like that.
Now, I have a question for the audience. You want to hear Sully do a song?
Oh, come on. I
You want to hear Sully do a song?
No. I could. Yes. Oh.
I've got all his records. I don't need to hear another one.
I will do a song.
Are you warm?
If and only if
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Clint August will announce me with the
Okay.
Clint August Memorial Microphone.
This is awesome.
Mr. August, go ahead
Here we
and
go.
stand over
I'm going.
there.
Okay,
Sully,
here we
get
go.
on stage.
Wink at me.
I'm going.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Sully Band.
I'm Clint August with KGB Mornings with Sarah Boyer and Clint. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, the Sully Band.
What an auspicious introduction. I don't know why I keep moving my body. I don't know if this is wrong or if it's right. I don't know if there's a beat someone's taking over me. I just know I feel so good tonight. I don't know what your name is, but I like it. I've been thinking about some things I want to try. Don't know what you came to do, but I want to do it with you. I just know I feel so good tonight. If we keep on dancing, let the rhythm to new heights. Feel the heat of passion, baby. Light up the night. We can start a fire. Baby, we could start a fire. Let the tables turn, baby. We could start a. Oh, don't you know I feel so good? Don't you know I feel so good? Don't you know? Don't you know? Tonight, I don't care if this turns into a riot. Let's get reckless, tear this place down to the floor. Turn the music way up loud, ain't nobody stop us now. I just know I feel so good tonight. Oh, I just know I feel so good tonight. Come on. If we keep on dancing, break the rhythm to new heights. Feel the heat of passion, baby. Light up the night. We could start a fire. Let it burn, babe. We could start a fire. Let the tables turn, babe. We could start a. Oh, don't you know it feels so good? Don't you know it feels so good? Don't you know? Don't you know? Tonight. Well, I don't mean to trouble your mind. I'm just trying to find my way home. Silently, I'm seeking the kind of a way to get by on my own. Downtown Saturday, in a better way than I ever was before. Don't need anyone standing in my sun. I don't need that anymore. Well, it's a long way alone, and there's nowhere to go, and it's all gonna show in the air. 'Cause I've got to find my way, find my way, find my way home. Got to find my way, find my way, find my way back home. All those plans I made for myself, I got nobody else to lean on. I'm so far with my head in the clouds, and it's time to get down and be yours. Downtown Saturday, in a better way than I ever was before. Don't need anyone standing in my sun. Don't need that anymore. And all the time in the world, and everything I have heard, you know it's all in a word. Destiny, yeah, destiny. Got to
He is the way, the truth,
find
and
my
the
way.
life. No one can find
Find
the
my
Father
way,
except
Lord.
through Jesus Christ. Looking at the world, man, it full of past strife. Behind the gun, the shilly uniform, you cannot hide. Me say, on the cross, he was crucified for you and for me. Mama Savior, they died. And me say, let's get together, let we unite. It don't matter if you're black and it don't matter if you white.
Well, it's a long way I know, and there's nowhere to go, and the Lord's gonna show in the air. 'Cause I've got to find my way, find my way, find my way home. Got to find my way, find my way, find my way back home. Got to find my way. everybody. We'll see you next week.